I asked some of the top content creators in the space of Sorare who their favourite player is in their current gallery. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel and also like the video, it would mean a lot. So these content creators may well choose someone who is just really good in form, has won a lot of thresholds, or could be just the sentimental value behind the player. So in the words of Fabrizio, here we go, and let's find out who the first creator is and who their favourite player is in their gallery.
What's going on, guys? Jack P. Sorare here. Now, I've been on Sorare for over 3 years, had some amazing cards in my gallery. No other than this guy right behind me, Charles Gill. I've also had Moriaka, who is maybe a close second as my top favourite card. However, taking first place has to be the one, the only, Junior Ito. Ito holds a special place in my gallery, but also my heart. Yes, that does sound cringy. When he played for Genk a couple of years ago now, the likes of himself, Bongonda and Oninachu were unstoppable as a front three. He is now playing in the French First Division with Rems, a great forward card to have in my opinion, and Ito is my favourite Sorare card.
What's going on, guys? It's the Parrot Press here. So before I talk about my favourite card in my gallery, we need to talk about some honourable mentions. So first up being the card where I've actually won the most rewards from, and that being Lars Unnestal. Fantastic goalkeeper, obviously plays for FC20, capable of decent AA and capable of many, many clean sheets. Not having the best season this year, but in previous seasons, he's been immense and he's a really, really good goalkeeper. The next one being Vito van Kruij, and he is currently playing in an uncovered league, and it's only recently, but hands down he would have been my favorite card, the super rare card in my gallery. He's a forward with AA game, he's got amazing delivery, taking all of their sets pieces. He was such a good player for them. But moving on to my favorite card in my gallery, and it might be a really, really strange one, and there's no real reason in terms of scoring why this guy should be anywhere near being my favorite player in the gallery. However, I'm going to go with Daniel Lovitz. He plays left back, he plays for Nashville. For some reason I've got some sentiment to this card. He takes some of their set pieces. As I said, he's not an amazing scorer, but he was one of the first super rares that I bought, and I've just got some attachment to him and to Nashville as well. So a very, very strange one. It's a controversial one, but the best player, or not the best player, my most favorite player in the gallery is going to go to Daniel Lovitz.
Who is my favorite Sorare player? It's always a tough question, but I've come to the conclusion that my favorite Sorare player that I currently still own is Olivier Boscagli, defender from PSV. I've owned him for, I think it's now 10 months. He's almost level 20, and he has done me a great job in the gallery. I have owned his limited in the past as well, and he was one of the first ever limiteds I ever bought. And just as a player, I really, really enjoy watching this guy play live. So, a fantastic player, Olivier Boscagli.
Yo Cap, thanks for having me on, man. I'm just going to run you through my favourite player in my gallery at the moment. Has to be Kees Parks, of course. I had Kees Parks for I think just over 10 months now. You can see it here in the card history. I bought him for around £5, and I've used him in Cap 240 ever since, whenever he's been available. And you can see some of his stats here. He's won me 2 cards, 8 gaming thresholds, which just comes to around £32. So he's paid his weight in gold. One of the first cards I picked up when I joined the platform, and I've enjoyed using him ever since. Since I started watching him play too, and he's a great player to watch. Cheers, Cap.
Hey, what's going on? This is Deke. My favorite card in my gallery is actually not a Philadelphia Union player, but it is Ricky Puig from the LA Galaxy. He is my favorite by far because he rocks a full tuck, which you don't really see very often anymore. He is my leading reward getter, so obviously I have a very great track record with him over the last year or so. And the last reason is he's just electric to watch. He just commands the game, he moves the ball, and he's just a spark plug for a team that wasn't very good last year, but Ricky is the man, and he's my favorite card in my gallery.
So it's quite difficult for me to pinpoint one player in my gallery that is my favourite, so I'm going to give out a couple of honourable mentions first. and then we'll get into the player. So my first honorable mention is Kevin Van Veen, the former Motherwell striker who was a goal machine last season, got me countless amount of thresholds with his contributions to keeping Motherwell up. My second honorable mention is Matthias Tavernier, the AA maestro from Tyrol. He's just an all-round quality player, very young, and he's got a bright future in the game. And my third honourable mention is Bilal Bayezid, the Kayserispor goalkeeper. He has ups and downs, low scores and high scores, but I'm looking to see if he moves to a bigger club in the off-season. Now on to my favourite player in my gallery, and it will be Blair Spittal, the central midfielder of Motherwell. He has contributed a lot, and Motherwell will probably stay up this season due to his contributions. He's had 10 decisives this season, and last season when he was linking up with Kevin Van Veen, he was getting a lot of decisives, also a set piece taker, which I do love.
Yo, what's up? Who is my favorite player of my gallery? It is in the Hall of Fame. It's gonna be Alex Garcia for sure. He's actually one of my oldest cards in my club right now that I still own, that I still use. I love the old card design, 2019-20. It gives me that OG vibe a little bit, and it was one of my first cards that I bought when I started going into rare. So to me, there's an emotional value, I would say, and let's just be honest, Alex Garcia is also pretty crazy. He's capable of scoring all around and then also being able of getting a decisive for that peak, and that makes it a perfect player for me. I love players that can score AA and can peak when they hit a decisive, and I have seen Girona play a lot this season and they are amazing. It's so fun to watch. Alex Garcia is amazing. His passing technique, his shooting technique, I love watching him. And that's definitely why he is my favorite player in my gallery.
So I think my favourite Sorare card has to be this Enzo Fernandez River Plate version. I bought him over 2 years ago now, and yeah, he was at River at the time, obviously got his move to Benfica, helped me win quite a few podiums actually in the last couple of years, and yeah, he just holds a special place in my heart. I've seen this card, go on to win the World Cup for Argentina. He's level 20, so yeah, I'm incredibly connected to him. And even though his time at Chelsea hasn't been too great as far as SO5 scores go, I still think there's more to come. And yeah, I'm just buzzing to say that I've been able to hold him, through his rise in that sense.
It won't come as any surprise to anyone who's ever seen my content that the number one card and player in my gallery, my absolute favourite that's never gone anywhere, is this bad boy. It's Danny Parejo, the Game Week 200 edition. If I go back out here and show you all my Parejo cards, there's quite a few. With the 200 edition, with the ticket edition, the player of the year, the 1 of 1,000 from 2 different seasons, his celebration edition, and his jersey meant from his time at Valencia. But this one's special because I had his rare card first, and then I actually won this. I'm the first owner. I won this in Game Week 200, and it could have been anyone, but it was the Game Week 200 edition of Danny Parejo that I won, and it kickstarted my weird little collection that I have of exclusively Danny Parejo cards. It motivated me to keep going with the ticket and the player of the year, and then pick up a couple of 1 of 1,000s. And yeah, so that is my answer. Danny Parejo, the Game Week 200 limited edition, or any Danny P for that matter. Cheers.
A massive thank you to all the content creators that have sent in so you can watch this video. If I can ask one favour, can you please drop everyone a follow on Twitter, on Twitch, or their YouTube if they have it. And if you like what you see, you might as well subscribe to me because I'm hoping to do more like this, and leave in the comment section below what you'd like to see next. But anyway guys, that is the end of the video. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel and everyone else's for that matter, and I will see you guys later on. Bye bye.